One more time.
Hello.
What's going on with the family?
Everybody's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Peppers.
Oh, Pepper's on tonight. What's going on, Pepper?
Hi, Peppers. What's up,
He on,
Mama?
he on. So we good. You monologuing. You got something? What you got? You got something for the people. You got something.
It's a celebration. It's
Oh,
my good
yeah. There you go.
birthday week.
Right.
Tomorrow is my birthday. Um, and I am taking things how they come. My expectations are low. I don't really want to put my stock in people for real. So
So what you trying to say?
I just expect people to be people.
There you go.
And I know the people love me, and they're doing the best that they can,
That's right.
and I can't put more on them than they can give me. So I'm slowly realizing that. So I no longer ask of things from people that are not equipped to give it to me, um, and I'm just super aware of not only myself but like people in my life. Different conversations that I've had with people that they didn't live up to, or they probably will never live up to, because it sounds good in the moment, but when things actually happen or like things get crunchy and like you are presented with the situation where you have to back your word up, like that's
Mm, mm.
yeah, that's really tough for
People
people,
not.
especially
Yeah,
when
they
you're
ain't
not
trying to do that.
genuine.
Yeah,
Um,
they're not trying to do that.
yeah, and most people literally are just saying things that you want to hear, and I'm not that person. So I have to accept people that they can only give me what they can give me, and it's not personal. They're not waking up and saying, you know what, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z.
Mm.
That's just what they do. So
So you're more self-aware and you're recognizing who people really are and you respecting that.
I am respecting
That's
it.
cool. And it's not a bad
It's
thing.
not a bad thing.
It's just where they are.
It's very
Hmm.
yes.
There you go.
So that's my monologue.
That's
Oh,
that.
let's pop it.
Do it. So I'll
Let's
monologue
do
while you
it.
doing that. Let me see.
I've done this a couple times.
So my monologue is uh, I'm now I want to just be a truth seeker. When I say truth seeker, I'm not saying your truth. I'm saying try to find
Things can get
something that's
old.
relative
Things can get sticky.
to reality. When it's relative to reality, like your
That's too
truth
soon.
could be, hey, I want to be a writer. I want to be a Pulitzer Prize, writer. You can do that. But they're only going to be one
Is
of
that
those a
is
year.
that cool? We can
I
go.
guess so. So
Wow,
what?
Peppers
What do you say?
coming out the gate.
What do you say?
Do you still have past trauma from past relationships? Absolutely.
Okay, there you go. Let's go and get up into it.
Hands down, without a doubt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I and that's crazy because we were literally talking about this literally before the show. I was telling my dad that having a big heart is a gift and a curse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I say that because, like I did my monologue, my expectations of people are way higher than what they can give me. I'm not regular. I wasn't brought up to be regular. Both of my parents did a lot of external work. They gave me better situations than they were presented from their childhood, which in turn presented me and my sister with better situations and opportunities. So, um, and I kind of said this before on the show, and this is not a negative thing. This is not, I'm not trying to be cocky or arrogant, but I know I'm the top two of any guy that I've ever dealt with. And when I say top two, I'm not number two. So shout out to Beyonce. Um, so
So
and I mean honestly, this is and I know that that is a very large statement to say, but with the female mindset now, that's that's really it. And I honestly would challenge that. And I honestly would love to have a conversation. So if anyone wants to bring anyone that I've ever dealt with in a room,
I think so. There is a program with that, so that
yes.
all the exes come back,
Hey,
and then they come in and they'll say, hey, how was she today, and what was this, that, another. But the
not
peppers,
yeah, not saying I'm perfect. But
everybody has past trauma from their past relation. Most people have past trauma from their past relationships, and it's all about, can they recognize it, and to what level do they
yes.
understand how much trauma they have. Then is are they doing the work
And
on
being able to
themselves?
heal.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
healing. I'm doing the work. I recognize some things that could have been a downfall, or a flaw. So yes, I think we all have those.
I went through when I turned 40. Um,
Mm.
I went to people that I worked with. I went to people who that were associates. I went to people who were family, and I went to people who were really, really, really close to me.
Mm.
And so I asked them, who am I? What do you see? What type of man am I? And so then I took that collective and I extracted the common,
Criticism.
yes, the common criticism, the things that kept coming up, that kept coming, that was surfacing. So then I extracted those things. That's okay. This is who you are. So now you need to work within these parameters because if everybody is singing this and they don't know you, that has to be the truth. Oh, what's up? What you say?
He's definitely coming from a personal place.
Oh,
He said, "Well, I remember what one of them looked like, so I would say you most definitely were his number one."
oh.
We're just gonna leave that
Yeah,
there.
there you go. We're gonna
Thank
leave
you,
that right
Peppers.
there, right there. Pepper, yeah, he going, yeah, he getting the
That's what I'm
files.
saying. Yeah,
Pepper going through the files,
he's
like,
yeah,
yeah,
he's going from over a personal
he got
place.
some files.
Yes. Um. So I just realized I got the trifecta on today. Shout out to Auntie
Oh yeah,
for my earrings. I got some
birthday
necklaces from her.
gifts.
Yes, yes, yes.
Auntie doing a thing.
But yes, thank you, Peppers, for the initial question. But
Always, man, and keep them coming, Pep. We
yes.
know you got one or two, or maybe a few. We know you got them.
Right. Excuse me. Okay.
All right,
I
let's
will
get it.
do the game. What concerns you most about our future as a family? Ooh, that's a good question. Hello.
What concerns me most
about
our future
our
as a
future
family.
as a familia?
Really, just trying to stay as cohesive and connected as possible first.
Yes.
That's what concerns me the most. Second,
Mm.
just are we able to stay on the same page and move forward with that whatever we agree on as a family? Like if that's, hey, we want to financially get together and do something. Hey, we want to make sure that the next generation is connected. So we're gonna do these things right now. We're gonna try to put some more culture in place for our family so that the next generation can have a more of a better blueprint. Like you said, me and your mom tried to give you better opportunities than we had.
Absolutely.
So can we put something like that together and make it more cohesive for the next generation? That's
the next.
Yeah, that would be yeah.
Okay, so obviously we're gonna have to come in and out because Peppers is
All right, cool. What is
questions.
it? Pep,
So
Pep at it.
how long
He acting
does
up.
how long does it take to heal and take a chance on a relationship again?
You want to go first?
No, you can go ahead.
All right.
I've been answering first.
All right, Pep. So I talk to a lot of people about relationships. I am not a counselor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. But it's just empirical evidence and experience, just dealing with people from my hair salon and barbershop. I had a lot of conversations, okay, in depth, all right, with very, very wise counsel. Um, that would depend on the individual and then how much trauma they receive. So if he or she, let's say, try to take your life in front of your family, okay, that's going to be a whole nother level of trauma because you're going to have to keep reliving that. Somebody in the family is going to bring it up. That's something that's going to be really traumatic. It's going to be devastating to you. Then so let's go on the lighter side. Let's say it's just something that was in close quarters. Just say somebody, she damaged your car or he ripped up her clothes, whatever, something like that. And then the relationship ended because of that action. That's a different level of trauma. Just the breakup itself, not really the clothes or the car, could have damaged that individual. I think that a lot of people don't understand to the level of the work that they need to put into it because people keep coming back to me. I'm talking about 50, 60, 70 years old. These aren't young people. These are mature elders, okay? And they still dealing with childhood trauma. So I don't think people understand to the level, Pepper, that they traumatize and how it affects their daily life and decision making processes. So yeah, you go ahead.
I don't. I would come back off that and say I don't think that there is a specific timeline. I think healing happens all over time. All over time. You could be in 3 different relationships and heal from that one that scarred you the most, and then you find out from another situation that you've actually healed. So I don't think it's a certain time frame. I think we're
Yeah.
always healing, and when you always evolve, you're always healing. So it's not just saying, Well, I'm over that because you can say that. And as humans, the way that our brain works, it's literally a computer. So you can have stored something in your brain, and then another situation happens that brings that up, and then you've never felt that feeling before, and then you have to reconsider what you thought that you healed from. So I don't think that there's a time. I don't think
And
there's a
sometimes you
time.
never heal. You just manage. You just
You
manage
cope.
that damaged place.
Yes.
Right. Cope is a better word. You
Okay.
manage or cope with that hurt place, that trauma, and then you just contain it, and then it doesn't overwhelm you,
Right.
and then you can handle the next situation and relationships under that coping mechanism or with that management, and you
Okay.
may not ever heal from it.
So Peppers again. Peppers, I feel like you've been waiting on this show.
That's what's up.
So
Let him do
if
his
you
thing.
don't put in the work to heal, you could possibly never be in a relationship again. No. People are scarred. People are messed up
95% of us.
and are in relationships.
Mhm.
Literally. So I would say that. But yeah, I would say
Okay,
that.
so let's not look at getting in a relationship. Some people are very good at getting other people and being in relationships. Some people are very good it's hard for them to get it and engage, but once they get it, it goes for long term.
Mhm.
So getting in a relationship is not really the trick. It's having a healthy agreement where you both are walking on the same path, going to the same destination. That's really what you want to try to strive for. Getting in a relationship is okay. That's cool. But you want to make sure it's healthy because most people are not trying to get together for a short term. And yes, there are some people that want to do it for tonight. There are some people that want to do it for a little while. And there are some people that want to do it for longevity and then maybe marriage. But for the most part, people are not getting together just for a surface temporary situation most time.
Right. I agree. That's how I feel.
Hmm.
And you have to and I'm not saying settle. That's not what I'm saying. You have to have a partner that is willing to choose you and you choose them every single day. Because
Compromise.
both, there you go, compromise.
Compromise.
Because
It's
both
not
of
settling.
y'all are dealing with um, unresolved issues that become issues that have to get resolved.
There you go.
So
That's wait. Say that again. That was dope.
you both are dealing with
That was dope.
unresolved issues that become issues that have to
To
be
be resolved.
resolved.
That's dope.
And so
We
when
need to write
people
that down.
say like, "Oh, well, he needs to accept me like this, and I'm never gonna deal with this," you might as well just chart off 90% of the people because everyone is dealing with something. And
That's
I
right.
follow a couple of Instagram influencers that are like healing and supporting healing, and that's great when you get to post that. But what does that look like in real life?
Mhm.
Because most people are superficial and materialistic, and they just do it because people do want to heal, and they do follow people that want to heal. But it's like, are you actually doing the work?
That's to
You
what
can
level?
you can
To
literally
what
type all
level?
day, and anyone that follows me on Instagram knows that I will literally have a transparent moment. Like, hey, I know y'all have seen me healing, but I've had this moment, and I'm a real person. I messed up. I made a mistake. I choked a little. I went back a couple steps, but please know that like I'm moving forward because I want better. Like the question said, like our lineage is just better. The next generation is going to be better. So I'm trying to be a better me so I can be a better mom, aunt, grandma, great grandma, X, Y, and Z. Yes. Okay. So question.
Huh?
Okay. Peppers is
So wait, I was supposed to ask you that question.
Oh, what concerns you most about our future as a
You.
family? Connecting our unconnected blended families. That's my most concern. That's
Mm.
my biggest concern.
Blended family meaning
We have a blended family, but it's not connected, and we need to be really blended.
okay.
Because to
So
society,
it's not
we're a blended
nuclear.
family,
Right.
but in reality, we're not connected
Okay.
at all.
All right.
So that's my biggest concern.
All right. What about our dynamic? What about our dynamic concerns you?
How hard it is for me to have um, real connections because how different I am. It comes off a certain type of way because people have labeled it as arrogant or rude or female dog, but it's literally
Mhm, mhm.
just I'm a sound person. I'm just solid. And most people aren't solid. So when they see that, it's like, oh, she gonna flake at
So
some
wait,
point.
explain
Or
that, cause see, so now everybody think they solid. Everybody's keeping it real. Everybody's 100.
so
So
if you are solid, you could text or call people and then you'll know what response you're getting. Like I have most friends that'll call me when they're intoxicated just to talk. Or if they're going through something, they'll just literally it happened earlier today. Something happened, immediately they call me. So that's how you know that you're solid when people around you, I don't want to say depend on you, but they want to surround themselves around you when things get sticky because you are a sense of reason, you are grounding, you are
people gravitate towards you.
people gravitate towards stuff like that. And they sometimes they can't explain it. So when they say, "Oh, why are you her friend?" and they just say, "Oh my god, I just love her and I love being around her." That's really there's deeper levels than that. Because I would rather someone say that than be like, "Oh, she's pretty and she's cool to hang out with." I would rather someone say, "I don't know, I love her and I love to be around her."
You know what I found out?
Yes.
I found out now when people gravitate towards you and they can explain why they gravitate towards you, then it could be surface.
Right.
When people gravitate towards you and it's coming in a multitude and they say, I don't know why,
That's what I'm saying.
that's a gift.
We're on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah, the gift is you can't explain the gift.
Yes.
It just is what it is.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'll ask you, what about our dynamic concerns you?
The fact that if you connect with me on the level that you do, that you in trouble because
We on the same. I ain't
Stop
got
laughing.
nobody.
Stop laughing. You can't laugh.
I ain't gonna have nothing.
All right, so after me and your mom, it took me some years, and I
Yeah.
went through, and it was this misunderstanding after misunderstanding after misunderstanding because I was rebuilding, and women was like, "Hey, I need you to have this, that, and the third," and it was like for me
Right.
because we did well early in life, and I was gonna retire by 45, so money and material things don't move me.
Right.
I knew I had
Right.
the millionaire mentality, not the millionaire bank account. Being a millionaire is a mentality.
Mhm.
It's not a
But you
denomination.
can be a millionaire and be broke.
Right. But then you're not a millionaire. That's what
Right.
I'm saying.
Okay. Yes.
You can give somebody $1 million. That don't make them a millionaire.
Yes.
So when you get that mentality and then you start dealing with, people on that level,
Mhm.
you start having problems, right? So my problems was coming in because people were looking at me on the surface.
Mhm.
So how can you be a millionaire and you catching the bus? The
Right.
thing is, some people riding in $1 million car and it ain't theirs, and they just got off the bus to jump in that $1 million car.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's a mental state.
Yes, I agree. Do you best? Okay, wait, we can't do that because this is a show. It was question was, do your best impersonation of me. Or do you want to do that? Do you want to wait?
Ta-da! That's it. See how easy that was? Look, do you see that jaw? See that look?
Great.
Right. See, don't try to smile through that. Do your best impersonation of me.
Look, why are you still talking? You ain't gotta like it, believe it, or understand it. But guess what you gotta do? You gotta respect it.
That's what's up.
That's literally it.
There you
So
go.
like it's
That
most
was good.
conversations.
That's pretty good.
That's how the
That's pretty
conversation
good. Did
goes.
Pep say something? That's pretty good.
He's laughing.
Okay, that's pretty
What's
good.
up? What's up? Okay, so it's your
All
turn.
right, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
What do you think I am hesitant to tell you? It's almost something the other day. That was almost something.
Hesitant to
Yeah.
tell.
What do you think I'm hesitant to tell you?
How inconsistent I am. To
That's
the level.
pretty good.
To the level of
That's pretty.
inconsistent
No, that's
I am.
good. You know what?
Yeah.
I would have said that. I was thinking that, and
Yeah.
I would have said that. Okay. What about you?
What that you're hesitant to what I'm hesitant to tell you?
The question.
Yes. I'm hesitant to tell you.
You need more freedom.
No. Like the theme of last night is time. I can't tell you to the level that you need to go to because I'm
absolutely.
your daughter.
And
then
and I knew that.
the next generation conversation.
I
So
knew that.
to the level I can't tell you of how
right.
strong that needs to happen.
There you go. Cool.
Yes, okay.
Understood.
What do you really want to tell me?
What do I really want to tell
That's
you?
show appropriate.
Right. Oh no. Yeah, right. I really want you to understand that I love you more than I love myself. And on our worst day, I still love you more than I love myself.
Feel like
That never
It
changes.
don't feel like that
Even right,
sometimes.
that's what I'm saying. Even when you think in our darkest hour
I know
that
you.
this is just to get you. So I want to hit you before somebody else
It's
hits you.
like a rocket
So-
ship. You have to go through the pressure and the fire in order to go outer space. Because it's a lot. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen a launch.
Yeah,
It's not comfortable. They're not in there
a
floating
lot of-
around.
yeah.
It's like life
of
or
pressure.
death. Because
Yeah.
if something happens,
And that takeoff, yeah.
so sometimes I do see our arguments. Like, I really will text some of my friends and I'll have a moment like, I probably should go out and apologize. But the daughter in me is like, no, I have to protest this. I have to stay in character. Like women, like most
Wow,
times
you should
when
stay
we
in character.
wrong, like when we wrong,
Wow, no accountability.
when we wrong, it's like
No
I'm gonna
accountability.
ride it out until
Until the wheels come off or the horse ain't got no shoe left. Y'all will ride some bullshit.
and so I am wrong for that.
Oh my goodness.
So daughters, don't do that.
So
When you do get the urge to come out of your room or your apartment or go
or just
have
give your
dinner
dad a
with
call.
him,
Yeah.
yeah, or whatever,
You might not be in the same situation.
just do it because
Call him up and tell him and say, hey.
And listen, you ain't gotta say much. But hey, daddy,
No.
I love you. I'll talk to you later.
So sometimes when you
Okay.
apologize, remember I start laughing.
Yeah.
And I can't hear the apology because I knew it was coming. And I'm like, I was just waiting to see when you was gonna do it. Like for real? So wait, I'm sorry. Give me what was that? 'Cause I wanna be sure.
What do I really want to tell you? When you think I'm doing bad, I'm not. I'm really just chilling.
Okay.
And I just
I'm
can't.
overinflating this
You
situation.
You are.
Because you know
Your dad.
Because if something wrong with my baby,
For
something wrong
sure.
with me.
Listen, but what I've told you before on the show, off the show, I don't pick people that I'm not safe around. Now,
Right.
they might not be the best choice for my future, but I'm safe. Like I've never been somewhere, and trust me, if you dated me or I've talked to you and I'm uncomfortable, I'll let you know. And people act accordingly because of who you are to me, conversations we've had, and the choices that I personally make. Because certain phone calls don't need to be made. So yeah, so when you think I'm doing something, telling you, it's not what you think it is.
All right.
Okay. What can I help you most with right now?
Being transparent and telling me who you really are as you grow and develop daily, monthly, or yearly.
That's fair.
That's what you can do.
What can you help me with right now? Being more understanding of my emotional side. Because most times you help me rationalize things, and that's cool, but that's not my first instinct.
Gotcha.
So I'm fighting both,
Right.
and it's like, Daddy's right, but naturally I feel like this.
Gotcha.
That's what
I understand that. Yeah. No, for real, you do. You don't understand it. So
Yes.
here's the problem with that. I'm saying a parent during discipline will hit the child before the world does it.
Yes.
Because they don't want the world to do it because trust and believe.
It's harsher.
They will take your life.
But you said before, you want to leave? Go ahead and get you some.
Exactly.
Every time when I sit in there, I'm like, I don't.
Go ahead.
I don't want to go get me none. I don't.
90%, y'all. 90% of the people, 50 years and older. I'm saying in an ideal situation, they will go back to their parents' house. I'm talking about an ideal, like no stresses, presses. Yeah, in a perfect world, they'll go back home because hey, look, the juice ain't worth the squeeze, man. You could go back to the house, man, and
chill.
The grass cut, the gutters done, the HVAC cool, the floor don't creak.
But most people don't have healthy relationships with their parents.
Okay, but I said in the perfect world.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm just saying. So most people don't really want to leave the house. All right. So now you do have communities. Like there was an old TV show called Dallas. right?
Gee.
So Dallas, it was called Dallas, and it was called Fort Worth. Is where the compound was. So it was like 10 family members, and they was millionaires, and they
Wait,
lived.
isn't that's crazy how that happened? Because
Well,
that was whatchamacallit county.
no, it's Forsyth,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Fort Worth. This is Fort Worth.
Sorry, my brain just.
So that was the name of the
was one of these.
ranch, right?
Okay.
So they were there as a group, as a family, but they were millionaires, but they fought all the time.
Right.
That was like before reality TV. This was
Egos.
reality
Yeah.
TV, right? And so the families fought all the time, but what they did do is they was making money. They all lived in the same big mansion, whereas we break up our
Just
houses.
accumulating.
We pay more mortgages and taxes and utility bills and upkeep when they did it all on the same land,
Auntie,
and they accumulated wealth.
Auntie
So,
Aquarius.
oh, okay, what's going on,
Hey,
Auntie?
hey.
Yeah, so we talking about the little Dallas, the little movie back in the day with the rich family out on the South Fork is what South Fork is what it was.
Yes.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay.
I like these questions.
What are you hesitant to tell me? Didn't we go through that?
I feel like we just did that. Well, what do you really want to tell me?
Okay.
And what do you think I am hesitant to? That's the same
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Let's
All right.
just get that.
All right.
It's really the same thing. So
Okay, we did that or yesterday. What are you going to take away from this conversation? Oh, that's good. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
That's a good one.
What am I going to take away from this conversation?
That's dope. Wow.
That I need to be more sound in my decision making. And I need to genuinely not just say accept people for where they are, but genuinely do that. And not be upset when they do what I know they're going to do.
Right. That's real.
Because we've had a conversation the other
That's
day.
real.
I was talking to someone and they were literally showing me exactly what I knew that, and I messed up because I got upset because they were who they were. And I'm not where I thought I was, and that's just a real moment. I'm not where I thought I was in that healing process. So just literally being okay with people where they are and knowing that they're doing their best, but not just saying it, but every day stopping and reflecting, because most people just react. And I've heard that I react a lot because I'm trying to show people how much I'm not like what they think that I am. Because if I just sit there and I don't say nothing, then it comes off some type of way. It's like I'm trying to find a healthy balance of who I am, who I want people to see me, and how I want people to see me. Dallas and Dynasty.
Yeah, Dynasty.
Also not slanted.
That's your auntie, ain't it?
Yes.
Because Dynasty was the other people. I didn't want to go. That would have been a lot for me to dig off into. I'm gonna let them do their own.
His memory's not that great.
No. I knew. I was saying. I was
Gotcha.
It's one and the same.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It was just, okay. So.
Okay. So wait. So what are you gonna take away from this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were about to answer.
That I have to get in touch more with you and your emotional side. I said more because I get it.
Yeah.
And I have to watch you hurt and struggle.
That's nature.
And I know it. So I know if I push you out the nest, you're gonna fly. That's not a question. That's not a question. It's not a question. Are you gonna fly? It's just that I want you to fly and be able to have 20 other birds around you in the spot where
and
y'all
also land
be.
and launch at the same
there you
time,
go.
simultaneously.
So I want you to not just do you. I want you to be able to help facilitate some other birds at the same time.
So and we talked about that.
Yeah.
I am. You said what you do today and tomorrow.
Yep.
Will impact you 5 years from now.
That's right.
Good or bad.
That's right.
So
you plant seeds.
I'm not looking for flowers. I'm really not. But I know at some point it's gonna come full circle for me. So, yes.
So okay, today.
Yes.
Anybody look at your today?
Me today.
Go back 5 years and think about the things that you was doing. Yeah, anybody. You were planting seeds what led you up to today. Whatever you doing. If you in a mansion, if you living outside, if you happy, if you with your family, if you throwing a party, whatever you doing, you were planting seeds that led you up into what you currently doing right now.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
It's tomorrow.
Like everybody can hear you.
I know, but you were talking.
Okay, so all right, gotcha. So all I'm saying is you have to understand that today You can take a day off. That's cool. You can take off a week. But when you take that week off, once you get back and you start making those decisions, once you start planting those seeds, once you start being diligent about moving in a direction, it's okay to mess up. People change directions 100,000 times. That's
Mhm.
okay.
Mhm.
But then maybe you need to get somebody, like when you want to lose weight, if you don't know how to do it, most people go get a trainer.
Yes.
In business, most people don't get a mentor. You know how many people come to our house. You know how many people are mentored. It's a lot.
Mhm.
You need to get somebody that been there, somebody that you could trust, somebody you know that got your best interest at heart. A lot of people trying to run businesses, but they don't have a trainer. You cannot do it. You need experience. It doesn't mean that you dumb or crazy. It's just ignorance, meaning lack of knowledge. When somebody's been doing something for a long time,
Mhm.
that's experience. So we're losing that now because we have the internet. So you can go Google something. And now we all Google something or we went to YouTube, but when you do it in real time, it don't work
It's
out
not the
the
same.
way that it happened because they saying cut. They're editing that video and they're not showing you that hey, I use this product in there, or I use this type of stove, or I cooked it a little longer or a little shorter. They're not giving you all the information. So you need to get you a mentor if you're going into business or a trainer. If you're trying to lose weight, get somebody with experience. That's what I'll say for on that. Yeah.
All right. What are the subjects we avoid talking about, and how do you feel about that?
We don't talk about, we don't get really ugly and grimy with life. Like I never wanted to have a grimy conversation with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? But you know, my life was pretty grimy, right? At
Right.
times.
Yes.
But I didn't want to have that conversation with you. So I think if
So how
we
does that
need to
make you
have,
feel?
how does it make me feel?
Yes. Two parts to the question.
It makes me feel secure mentally, but physically and spiritually, I know that I'm not doing you justice.
Grimy as in.
Like what a woman is, who she could transform into, her worst day, her darkest hour, what she'll do, what she's capable of.
I think I've
We don't have that
seen
conversation,
those,
but we didn't have that conversation.
but I think I've experienced those. That's what I'm
But
saying.
me
Like
and you had it.
this is true.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
I told you when you was coming up, I said you keep the streets in the streets. If you bring it home, then that's the good thing because you're gonna do what you do. Yeah, I said that early on.
What are some subjects we avoid talking about, and how do you feel about it? I don't really have any. I think that question comes with experience. I don't think I have enough experience to answer that question, so I'm gonna pass
Okay.
safely. I'm gonna pass because that's yeah.
Look me in the eye and tell me something in silence. Hmm. All right. Why you doing?
No, because that was just it happened from that question and it leads to that question. Okay.
Okay. So now it's my turn.
Okay.
So now I'm now I want to have I'm gonna add on to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to tell you what you were thinking from what you how you looked at me.
Okay.
All right. You want me to say it now or after?
Yeah, you can say it. Go ahead.
I love my dad. That's
Literally.
okay. I saw. That's what I
I
felt.
literally said in my mind,
I love my dad.
I love you forever and always, and thank you.
So now that's not fair because you already know what I'm gonna say. So see,
We talking about that. Okay, so cool.
That's not gonna work.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna say.
Okay. In what ways do you feel we've grown apart?
Okay. Okay. All right.
Go
Growing
ahead.
apart.
That's a good question. It's a really good question.
Yeah. So you know I know that you go through 2 divorces with your daughter. If you got 10 daughters, you're gonna go through
I think
20
we're
divorces.
separated right now. We're not
Okay, that's
divorced.
what's okay.
There's a difference.
Okay.
We're still legal.
To a father, it's the
Okay,
same
well,
thing. We don't
alright.
have no. It's not that to us. So you're gonna have 2 divorces with your daughters.
I'm gonna say 3.
Okay, so all right, there you go. That's fair because I'm not
I'm gonna say
a
3.
daughter. So we'll say 3. So
Mhm.
wait, give me that again because I'm trying to.
In what ways do you feel we've grown apart? Do you feel the
Daddy's little girl. When you daddy's little girl, like this is this right? We holding her right,
little baby
and then
Lion
you know
King
then she
moment?
started walking, and then she's stumbling around the house, and she start getting into stuff. You like, no, baby, don't do that. That's daddy's little girl. Then you grow into this person that start thinking and be defiant directly towards your mother and father. Like I say, I'm gonna take this piece of bread off the plate, knowing that they making a
That is
sandwich,
wrong.
and I'm gonna eat it, and then I'm gonna act like I didn't do it. And you calculated and you did that.
It's not. I don't think it's calculated.
Oh,
It's not. When I say
you
calculated,
knew it was wrong. Is what
okay,
I'm
that's
saying.
but that's
You knew that you shouldn't have done that. So that's I'm sorry. So calculated is more uh intense, more
Yeah.
of a thought process.
Yes.
Okay. So when you get that piece of bread, and now we like, wait, she's really thinking about how she's going to do this wrong thing to me, and I'm not supposed to catch it. What Pepper says something?
So no, Auntie said Auntie can tell you how grimy her life used
Yeah.
to be and how I changed my life.
For sure.
Good for you, Auntie. We definitely have to have a conversation.
Yeah,
'cause-
yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't. I didn't have any
I am
conversation with her.
interested in having those conversations. What's up, my guy? Okay. How? In what ways do I feel like we've grown apart? I think I'm seeing the you before I was born, just more mature, and so it's not that we've grown apart. It's just you are just. This is another side of you. I'm gonna kind of alter the question. I'm seeing another side of you that I've never seen before. Like I've seen the plans, I've seen X, Y, and Z, but I haven't seen the level of this execution.
Right. Okay. So that's right.
So we're not growing apart.
That's real.
It's just I have to now I'm adjusting our relationship because now I have to be there for you in ways that I haven't been before. So now I have to step up. So now it's not like, oh, I'm in high school, I really don't know. I don't have room to not know anymore. And if I don't know, I need to step up and say, hey, I can't help you right here. And that's okay, and then help you in other ways. But I think I'm seeing you in a more mature you before I got here.
I got that.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the same thing.
Yes,
now you get to see it unfold, unpack.
I've
and you're like, okay, Daddy
heard
doing
what
this.
was happening, but now I'm seeing daily
that's it.
changes, alterations,
right.
like you
today.
adjusting. Yeah. So that's
today, y'all. Is hella
I wouldn't say that
me?
we've grown apart, but
today
I'm seeing a different part.
Like it's good, but it's a lot.
Okay,
go ahead.
How would you rate our family dynamic, and what could you do to improve it?
Now, if I rated our family dynamic, that's compared to what?
I think it's saying our nuclear family.
Right, but compared to what?
The regular American dream.
I'm gonna use a little more tact.
Okay.
When I'm going to try to not be so I'm gonna use poise.
Let's be surface.
There you go.
That's the word. Boom.
Most people don't put a lot of thought into their family.
Well, then you gotta rate it. Then don't. You're going court.
All right, there you go. You're right.
Literally say, how would you rate our family dynamic?
I would rate our family dynamic
1 out of 10.
I'm gonna say a 10 and a 2. Now I'm gonna qualify that.
Okay.
A 10 because if you're going to put it up against, I'm talking about 360 up to the best.
Well, 180 because 360.
I'm sorry, what did I say?
You said 360. 180.
No, I said no compared to 3.
Like, gotcha. Okay.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. I said 8. I said 8 to the best, meaning whoever the best is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying 360. I'm talking about the mother position, the father position, the daughter position, financial position, spiritual position, health position, the whole shot.
Gotcha.
Right.
Communication.
So I would say 8. Then I'll say a 2 because if we go on surface, most people gonna say, "Why you doing that? That's stupid.
Right.
You wasting too much time.
I agree.
That's crazy." So yeah, I'll say an 8 and a 2.
I agree.
That's what I say.
I agree. And with the 8 and the 2, and then what can I do to improve it?
I didn't say that part.
Yes, go ahead.
I have to take people. Oh yeah, I have to take people for who they are.
Mm-hmm.
I have to let them be who they are, and I have to let that be what it is. I try to elevate people, because I think that that person wants better for themselves,
right?
And that's where I run into a problem. They might be perfectly fine
where they
are,
and I want them to,
and they don't need me, and I gotta let it go.
And I want them to propel with me and level up. I struggle with it.
All right, so I'm sorry.
It's worse for me because social media.
But go and you answer. Yeah, first answer.
So how would I rate our family dynamic? I would do the 2 and the 10 with his explanation.
All right.
Surface, it don't make no sense. Then 8, core values, ancestor approved. I would say an 8. What could I do to improve it? I could be a better me. I could bring up those tough conversations. Because a lot of times I smother my feelings and the feelings of other people to try to keep the peace, or really I'm just doing more damage.
I was gonna say, whoa,
It's like a
don't do
slow
that.
cooker.
Especially with me.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't
like
do that.
when I say family, I mean
Okay.
like, I mean
I
like
got you.
the
Whatever.
like best
Whoever,
friend, all this kind of stuff. Like I don't, most people don't think that if you literally leave a slow cooker unattended, it could start a fire.
Eventually.
Yes. So if you just let everything simmer and boil, it's like boiling water. When it's sitting there, it's telling you, it's hissing, it's telling you, I need attention, and then when you just totally disregard it, you got a big mess to clean up. So that's what I would say.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, so this is your question.
That's me.
Okay.
You want to do? We have 40. We have 40.
That's up to you.
Let's go. We got
Okay.
How honest are you with me and why? How honest are you with me and why?
I'm 80% honest with you.
I can go for that. I believe that.
Yes.
That's a belief.
Why? Because I know that if a phone call is made, 80% is going to be the truth, and 20%, it's going to make you uncomfortable.
Sift through it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, and it's not bad. It's not.
Right. It's just life. I got you.
It's not like a
Nobody
trial.
tells you everything. Nobody tells you everything.
Okay. So. How honest are you with me and why? I'm gonna say 80%.
You say 80?
I would say 80.
I'm gonna say a little less because some stuff you're not ready to handle in the moment. If I give you time, you'll get it in 6 months or 6 weeks. But in the moment, you ain't ready because your feelings. You're saying, Daddy, my feelings are here. So I'll tell you what you want to hear.
You're past that. You don't have feelings in the present. And it's not bad.
Right.
It's just most dads have already been through or processed what they're telling you. So it's like it comes off as let's hurry move past. And you like, wait a minute, you just knocked me out. I got to get up off the floor, dust my pants off.
I'll say 60, 40, 70, 30, depending on the situation. And then because of your feelings and because you don't want to hear the truth, sometimes you just want to be in your feelings. And I need to be there with you and support you through that until you figure out, now let me come to the logical side, because it's with us. We'll go logical, but then we get it on our feelings. I don't say a man in his feelings.
Yeah.
A man is on his feelings. So when he get on his feelings, he's going to stop thinking logically and start thinking emotionally. So we both do it, and it's a balance. It's like a dance. We switch positions. Yeah. All right. So let's get some more.
Okay, let's get some more.
Let's do it.
Let's get my. Sorry,
Let's do it. So we're running through these cards, y'all.
Yes.
And it's gonna be for the month of March. So it's my turn.
Run out.
It's
my turn.
Okay.
Because you just asked me a question. What do you think is the biggest threat to our family? Ooh. Now you can also pass these questions.
No, I ain't running from this one.
Okay.
Outside forces. No, excuse me. The biggest systems and organizations that have influence and impact on everyday lives of regular people. Those. I'm not running from that.
I know.
I'm saying that. There you go. So let's go.
All right. I will answer.
All right.
I will just say not having hard conversations. It's the biggest threat.
Okay.
Not being truthful in how people feel or how they want things to look. And also transitioning. If you're transitioning and you need to talk to somebody, you need to be conscious of that transition. Okay.
All right. That was a lot for you.
Yeah, it was.
What do you think is my biggest fear and why? Oh man, biggest fear, not because I already know what you're gonna hit you first.
No.
That ain't my biggest. Oh, you already. That ain't. You know what it is.
Your family not being where you put it to be. All your hard work not being Okay.
Nope. Something happening to one of my.
Oh yes.
Babies.
Yes. Sorry.
That's the biggest fear.
I'm sorry.
Yes. After that.
I should have said that.
Yeah.
I was thinking like way past that. That's like an immediate fear.
Right. That's the biggest one though. Like.
Okay. Okay. So your biggest fear is something happening.
Yeah, to one of my babies. So now.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to.
What do?
Your biggest fear.
No, you have to answer. What do you think
Oh.
my biggest fear is,
Oh, okay.
and why?
Oh, right. Because yes,
Yes.
that's right. Yes. Okay.
We're gonna have to do some brain exercise.
So people, right? Because, yeah,
No, I
we,
get it. I
we,
get it. Yes.
we had these conversations too much and they get twisted
Yes.
because that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I won't explain. Uh, people not loving you properly and others properly. I think that's your biggest fear.
That is. I will
That's
agree.
about it. Okay.
Yeah.
That covers it for the most
Yeah.
part.
Pretty much.
All right.
Pretty much. All right. What do you think I'm insecure about? Oh, that's a good question.
One thing or all of them?
Is it, what do
Oh.
you think I'm insecure about? So whatever that means
All
to
right.
you, you can give me a
All
list
right.
or
People loving you properly. People loving other people properly. Or said, what did it say? Biggest
insecure.
insecure.
What
Bet
do
you
you
what
think
make
I'm insecure about?
okay that. Um, uh,
That's a hard question to answer.
insecure. People in real time not knowing who you are.
Yeah.
That makes you insecure. Like in real time.
Yeah.
If somebody come up to you and don't know who you are and they misinterpret you, that's big. Insecure. And unlock the door. Listen to me, y'all. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. She got a thing
I
about
have a
locking doors.
dysfunction.
She got an OCD. She gonna lock the door 5 times. If you say mom left your door open, you lying. She ain't did that. I'm telling you, she
Not
didn't
on
do it.
purpose.
She no right.
I was taken away and then
something happened.
Yes.
She ain't do that. All right, so let me see something else. Insecure.
I got one.
Not being able to get to the people that you love in a timely fashion. That will make you insecure.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna leave because you got a lot, so I'm gonna leave that. That's cool.
Oh, for you,
Mhm.
it's not a lot because you're very sound. You are
You are insecure.
insecure about your childhood. We're not gonna go into that, but yeah. So childhood,
Yeah, that was a good one. That hurt. That was a good one.
I didn't mean to.
No,
Okay.
you're supposed to say it. It's what it is.
The conversations you wish you knew you should have had with like your elders, like listening, like not knowing what questions to ask, like now knowing what you know, like being insecure about like that moment, like dang, I should have spoke up for myself, or how people misjudge you.
Yeah,
it comes off. People have said certain labels, and it's not that at all.
Arrogant, egotistical, braggadocious.
Controlling.
I ain't none of that.
All that, and
Y'all,
I think it's an insecurity because when it's like when it presents itself, and you're that, it's like, oh, of course you're that, but that's
they didn't see the 10,000 times I didn't react. Like
exactly.
That. I'm human. I'm human.
I think
yeah.
that
I'm not that. I'm not that.
Did I ask or you asked that question? You asked.
We both answered it.
Okay. What do I do that distracts, that detracts from our relationship? I'll say that.
Being overly emotional, which you should be because you're a woman. I'm saying you should be because you're a woman. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but that does take away because a lot of times when I'm trying to have a conversation, like earlier I said, I'm going to deal with your emotions first. I'm like, okay, I got to let your emotions do it. Then I'm like, okay, and then you'll come out, and I was like, okay, can we talk? Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that's
yes.
So wait, and now I got to ask you what? No, wait, because I answered it. What was the question again?
What do I do that detracts from our relationship?
What do I do that detracts from our relationship?
Super logical, not in the moment. You're already past our conversation.
Yeah.
You've already really found a resolution. You just want to see how far I am in the resolution.
Yep.
So most times I'm like, what did Uncle L say? You're here, and I need you to hear. You're not connecting.
That's the inside joke.
So
they ain't gonna get that one.
So
that was funny.
We are. That was funny. You know, I've learned that dads are, I don't want to say 10, but at least 5 steps ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
And so when they do talk to, it's kind of like women. When we ask you a question, we probably usually already know the answer, especially when it's dealing with other people. So dads have to be careful. Like I tell him sometimes, like, let me feel what I'm feeling. Like you're already past it. So you've felt what you needed to feel, and you at the
Yeah.
solution, and you just
Mhm.
want to see your. It's really a gauge. Dads gauge where your logic is.
Yep. That's
And
it.
so now that I'm getting
That's
older,
it.
it's not personal, it's not slighted. It's just like, hey, like I did the work for you to be where I thought you were. And when you're not, he probably gonna either joke on you or push you harder because he know what you're capable of. So that's what I think, yeah. It's I'm in the moment and you're all the way over there. And sometimes dads don't get to be in the moment. They're presented with a situation, problem, trial, whatever, and they got to move past that. They don't get women. We get to sit in our feelings. They can't sit and do anything. It has to. They have to present results. They have to provide results. So that's yeah. It's your turn.
That's
I
good.
think yeah. I think that was
That was
actually
good.
that was a good question.
What did you learn from your parents that you wish you could forget?
How to love so hard.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How to love past
Mm-hmm.
people's transgressions,
Mm.
issues, shortcomings,
Mm.
flaws. Um, and
Mm.
I will just give this example. I know my mom doesn't remember, so if she ever watches this specific episode, we were at her job, and I think I was having lunch with her, and I stayed up there to when she got off because it wasn't like long after she got off, and she had just got off a very long shift, and she worked at a hospital, and this person was having an issue. I think they failed or something, or it was too much for her to be concerned about, and I literally saw her go into this savior mode when she just got done telling me how tired and fatigued she was. And I adapted that from both of my parents. Like, and not saying that my dad complains about people that come to him, but it's heavy, and we push past that. It's like we're carrying this huge load, and it's like we're still loving people through all of this, and it's like
Mm.
because sometimes I'm really sitting there like, I wish I did not care about this person
Right.
as much as I did,
Yeah.
but that's something. So Auntie said, "He is your protector at all times until the day you leave this earth." Of course.
That's right.
And I know that. Okay. Well, what did you learn from your parents that you wish you could forget?
Ooh. How to handle death.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would say that.
no matter what, get up and get it done. Sometimes you're supposed to lay there, and somebody gonna come get you because you did enough work and
Mhm.
you're around good people who gonna come and help you. And you're not supposed to get up because you can get up and hurt yourself, and then you can't help the people that
Yep.
love you because
Yep.
you damaged yourself.
Yep.
So that then let's see
That's true.
what I wish I wouldn't have learned. Uh,
I wish you would forget.
what I right, I'm sorry, forget.
Don't learn,
I
whatever.
wish I could have forgot that it is what it is. Sometimes I wish I could forget that. I wish I could forget
Both of
it
my
is what
grandparents
it
are
is.
literally that.
My mother and father, it is what it is. Like whatever you going through, it is what it is. My dad was in the war, so of course
Hmm.
it is what it is.
Yep.
Um, my
Grandma,
mom
yeah.
raised 8, brothers and sisters. It is what it is. You know, she was the matriarch at 17, 18 years old. Then handling the elders and whatever else was
And
going
that
on in the
transferred to her
family.
grandchildren.
Right.
Trust me.
Yeah,
We
man.
felt all of that. Well, no, I'm
So
not say all of that. We definitely felt.
the top one, I would say, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I could forget that.
Sometimes you gotta feel.
Sometimes I wish I didn't
And I
understand.
think daughters bring that out in fathers. We make y'all feel sometimes. Like you
Oh,
gotta actually be in the moment. Like consider.
sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Yes.
If you're paying attention.
Okay. How can I help you even more in becoming the person you want to be? Mm. Good question. Good question.
You have a power as a daughter, and it would take longer than this show to help you understand what that power is. It's like a man has a power over a woman, and you see your girlfriends go through, your mom go through, or your auntie,
Stop
or
denying
whoever.
it. We already know.
Right.
Your friends
Same
know.
thing on the man's side. A woman has a power in a man's life, and we try to deny it. A daughter has a power. A son has a power that only the son or the daughter or the husband or the man or the woman can have.
Mhm.
You have a power. If you knew how to tap into it, it would be crazy if you knew how to tap
Right.
into it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how can you have to answer? How can
So
you help me?
if you answer, so I can help you.
Yes.
How can I help you? What? Wait, let me get that. Because I went to the
How
deadline.
can you help me more in becoming the person I want to be? Wait,
Ooh,
do I need to
that's
answer?
what. See, that's what. See how it works. Because
Okay,
we
so
talk
okay.
about this stuff
So
before it get
so
confusing.
okay, got you. So then I guess I have to answer. How can I help you? I think being more consistent and planning more ahead than what I'm
Oh
planning
yeah.
for.
Oh yeah. Oh
Not
yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
1 or 2 steps. I
Oh
need
yeah.
to be 5, 6, 7 steps
Yes.
ahead. Oh, you can't hear us?
It's
Listen.
Pep.
No, it's auntie.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen.
We
I
on
think
now.
we're just gonna do 2 more questions
Yeah.
and that's
That's
gonna be it.
so.
'Cause,
Okay.
yeah, that's you.
That's.
Oh no, that's me.
Oh,
I
I
asked.
thought you said
Okay,
me
yeah,
like
yeah.
okay, because that is me. It's my
It is, but do our differences enhance our relationship? I would say it does.
yeah.
It brings
I think
color.
all of it does. Okay. Yeah. I would say yes. We both saying yes.
All right, you got to.
What do you think I am learning from you? Oh, wow.
Being more present.
I'm learning. Okay.
The time is now. Um, and really just enjoy the fruits of your labor. All the same thing, just different avenues.
Last 2 weeks, that's real talk right
Yes.
there. That's real. Because I said, my baby said,
Yeah.
da, 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 and I did it
Yes.
against my will, and I did it anyway.
And you've enjoyed every single moment
Okay.
that you could.
Most of it. Because it's
Yeah.
like, I'm saying something, this is stupid. I say that sometimes. But
And it's
I
really
did
not.
enjoy
And
the
it's really
majority.
not.
But the majority of it, I did enjoy it. So,
Mhm.
what have I learned? Wait, what's it?
What do you think I am learning from you?
Okay. I think you're learning you're an alien.
See how fast I just roll my eyes?
Your circle is going to be small. You're not like everybody, and it's okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Be ready for an abundance of people, but be ready to be very lonely. That's it.
If you knew what was up here, you would be like, yeah, that makes sense, sis.
Hey, y'all gonna see though.
So I want to close the show because we almost had
We
an
gonna close.
hour
That's what's
because
up.
we haven't done this in a while.
No, yeah. And you,
So it's about to be. I'm about to be 28,
hmm
and so I wanted to give a toast to my dad
Oh.
because I'm gonna talk to the people. I'm not gonna talk to you.
All right.
I'm talking to you, but I'm.
So I'm the people.
Yes,
I'm not me.
Yes.
I'm the people. Okay.
You 20, 30 years ago,
Okay.
you made a decision
hmm
and you stuck with that decision. You didn't waver. You didn't renege. You didn't discount it. Every single day you showed up. I know that I am a pain. Okay. I am expensive. Have been expensive. I am a headache that you probably will never be able to take a prescription for or medicine. But I genuinely want to thank you for the past, I'm gonna say 29 years because it takes me 9 months to get here. So 29 years of dedicated, unconditional love, Star Trek version. I mean, like out there, you know, warp speed, light years of love. I don't like the monster you've created,
okay.
but I appreciate the monsters you've created.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, my love life has not reflected your work.
Oh.
Well, it has
It
right,
two.
but it has not.
We can't control them.
Right, but
So,
I made a conscious decision,
Yeah.
so it does not. It's not a reflection on you. So I want you to
Okay.
be at peace with that. Because I know I am a reflection of you, but that was not a reflection of you.
Right.
So
Sometimes I was wondering what the hell you was thinking. What were you thinking? Okay, I'm sorry.
yikes, and that's I take Complete ownership.
You
I'll take
gotta do
complete
it.
ownership
You gotta go
for
through it.
two
You
bad
gotta go through
apples.
it. You gotta go.
Two bad apples.
Uh-oh.
Listen,
Yeah.
y'all.
That's
Hey, I love you.
This the people. Y'all, hey.
I
We want you
love
to
you,
take this. We
Daddy.
want you to test this. We want you to try this. Take it to the barbershop and take it to the hair salon. Take it to the job and take it to the church. Remember, you don't have to like it, believe it, or understand it. Sometimes you just have to respect it. This is the Clipper Dome Chronicles. Thank you. Wow.